Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BigLipRadio presents Adventures with Pappa J. And in today's episode, part 3 of our 3-part series on whether or not the original trilogy could withstand the scrutiny leveled at it by the sequel haters. Sequel trilogy, the Force Awakens is great. I loved it. My favorite Star Wars movie. Don't hate me. The Rise of Skywalker. That was a lot of fun. A good Star Wars movie, as good as it could be after the abortion of The Last Jedi. What a horrible movie. Let's take every. You know what? Let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. Suffice it to say that the sequel trilogy is a good trilogy. It's a bad movie bookended by 2 great movies. And by the way, Solo is a great movie. If you don't like Solo, I don't know what you're here for. It was a great movie. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Make Solo 2 happen. Meanwhile, The Return of the Jedi. It's 1983. We just got out of the theaters. Just got done seeing Return of the Jedi. George Lucas, you killed my childhood. Okay, now first of all, it's obvious to me that Episode 6 is a direct continuation of Episode 4. Lando says, "Hey, I'll meet you at the rendezvous point on Tatooine," says to Luke, right? And then Episode 6 kicks off. We're on Tatooine. Okay, so all that stuff they want to put in the middle, none of that really happened. Luke had time to go to Ben's house, and these scenes were filmed, but cut out of the movie, to make his lightsaber. But where'd he learn all these Force powers? Where'd he learn to choke out the Gamorrean guards? A dark side power, by the way. Well, where'd he learn to do that? Where'd he learn the Jedi mind trick? Okay, where he got Bib Fortuna to lead him to Jabba the Hutt. Where did he learn this? Okay, he didn't go back to Yoda. Okay, by the time he makes it back to Yoda, Yoda's on his deathbed. Okay, so he didn't go back to Yoda. There's no indication that he talked to Ben beforehand to teach him anything, because he asked Ben about Vader. Is Vader my dad? What's up with that, right? So he obviously hadn't talked to Ben between Episodes 5 and 6. So where did he learn all these powers? Just out of thin air? Okay, in a matter of a couple of weeks? Well, hey, why not, man? He fought Vader to a standstill after, 5-7 days maybe of training? Sure, this is boy boss Luke, right? This is what Mary Sue, what would that be? Jimbo Johnny? I got no idea. Anyway, can't be stopped, overpowered, OP'd. And then what about the Ewoks? These Ewoks. There's, I don't know, 80 of them? I don't know if it really says. I know there's 80 characters credited with playing Ewoks. Now, an entire legion of the Emperor's best troops. Okay, so that means an entire legion, which, depending on the era you're talking about, depending on the military branch you're talking about, could be from 1,000 to 5,000 troops. An entire legion of the Emperor's hand-picked, his best troops, meaning he hand-picked them. He went through the ranks, looking at all the service records, and having them do push-ups and pull-ups, whatever it took. Here's your target practice, right? His best troops, an entire legion of them, beaten up by Ewoks. Hey, you know what happens if I'm wearing a helmet and a little, I don't know, 65-pound teddy bear hits me with a stick on top of the head? I shoot the thing. Okay, I don't fall over and go, oh my God, I can't handle it anymore. I shoot the thing. I'm carrying on the Emperor's mission to destroy the rebellion. I'm not getting taken out by these 80 little teddy bears. Makes no sense. It's BS, right? So then Vader knew about Luke. Didn't know about Leia? What are the odds of that, huh? I don't think so. So of course he would have known about Leia. He would have sensed her through the Force, because I don't know if you know this or not, but Vader's a very powerful Force user, and Leia, being of the Skywalker lineage, is going to be also very strong with the Force. So he would have sensed her. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. So I have to look at you and I have to say, Lucas, you ruined my childhood. Now, obviously, let's overlook all these plot holes, okay? Here's the thing about Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Can you tell? I'm a big Star Wars guy. Here's the thing about Star Wars. It isn't whether or not there are plot holes. It isn't whether or not the acting is good. Because let's face it, the acting in these movies is crap. Who cares? Are you having fun watching it? That's where it lies. Are you enjoying yourself? Are you having fun? Is the movie over and your popcorn's gone? It's like, oh, I don't even remember eating my popcorn. Yeah, okay, so with the exception of The Last Jedi, all of these movies, okay, Rogue One, Solo, to a certain extent, even the theatrical edition of the Clone Wars, you're enjoying yourself while you're watching it. It doesn't have to make sense. You don't have to pick apart each and every little detail. Look, Disney has got their woke agenda. I don't like the two chicks kissing at the end of The Rise of Skywalker. These are for kids. Let's not introduce fetish to kids. It's just me. But, you know, overall their stuff has been good to great. Andor was boring. I get the quality. I'm not going to say it doesn't have quality. Last Jedi is quality. Here's where it screws everybody up, man. It is a great sci-fi movie. It's just a bad Star Wars movie. And the reason it's a bad Star Wars movie is stuff happens in there that's not Star Wars. George Lucas even did it himself once in my second favorite Star Wars episode, Episode 1, where he attributed Force to microscopic beings called midichlorians. That wasn't Star Wars. It stands out like a sore thumb. It will always stand out like a sore thumb, because that's not really Star Wars. But hey, Lucas did it. So everybody relax, man. Disney Star Wars is good. Some of it's great. Let's watch Ahsoka. Let's watch Kenobi. If you didn't like Kenobi, again, what are you here for? I thought Kenobi was great. Didn't change canon. It changed what we thought the canon was. But it didn't change canon. But Kenobi was great. If they would have made it a movie, if they'd had the guts to make it a movie, they had the guts to make Boba Fett a movie, would have been so much better than what we got. But still, what we got was good. So everybody sit back, relax. And the thing about Star Wars, it's gotten big enough. Okay, here's where us old fans are having a problem with. Star Wars used to be small enough you had to like everything. Otherwise, if there was one thing of Star Wars you didn't like, that was a big percentage of stuff you didn't like. Star Wars is big enough now, even I have to admit begrudgingly, that it's okay for me not to like Andor. And for somebody else to like Andor, because that's what they're getting out of Star Wars. That's their Star Wars. It's big enough to attract different types of sci-fi fans instead of just that one. However, and I'll die on this hill, Star Wars is best when it's made for 12-year-old boys. Thank you guys very much for viewing this trilogy of what would Star Wars be like if it was released today. And with that, I will see you guys every Wednesday at 5:30 Arizona time for live BigLipRadio podcast. You don't want to miss it.